young black male who was in the park last night is a suspect in the rape of that woman who is fighting for her life right now.
My name is Chef Lance, and you're tuned in to Nibble and News. Hey guys, welcome back to Dejafood and Decor TV, and this is my segment called Nibble and News. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you are one of my Deja Foodies, I want to say hello, and I hope that you all are having a great start to your week. Now, before I get into my review of When They See Us, I want to talk about what I'm eating on Nibble and News, because you know we are always eating on something while we're covering hot topics and just covering a lot of footage and pop commentary. Today I'm eating at Wing Hut, that's at 1738 Hudson Bridge Road in Stockbridge, Georgia, right outside of the city limits of Atlanta. And I'm having the grilled shrimp, Jamaican, and lemon pepper seasonings with fried rice. So let's get right into it. So today we're going to be covering When They See Us, the Netflix original 4-part series. I don't know if you guys have been under a rock if you haven't seen this documentary, but if you haven't, you need to run over to Netflix, When They See Us. In the words of Charlemagne the God, Ava DuVernay, I must say, this is activism through film at its finest. The documentary When They See Us covers the story of the Central Park Five. Now, the members of the Central Park Five were Antron McCray, Kevin Richardson, Raymond Santana, Kyrie Wise, and Yusef Salaam. Now, all 5 of these black men were convicted of rape charges back in 1989 based upon no evidence whatsoever. But When They See Us actually takes an account of what happened with the Central Park Five, as well as addresses a lot of issues that I'm going to bring up in this video. Now, just for the people in the back of the bus, I do want to reiterate that these were 5 young black men, 4 of which were under the age of 16. And the reason I keep saying black men is because this film has brought a lot of controversy as to the judicial system and the things that weighed heavy on the conviction of these 5 young men. And just again, for the people in the back of the bus, let me show you the difference between a black man and a white man. So you notice the difference in the 2 men's skin tone, and you see the presence of the melanin in the first man. That is a black man. And the reason I'm talking to you all like that is because it blows me that people can honestly say that the color of those 5 men's skin did not play a vital part in them being attached to a crime in which they did not commit. They just didn't.
You're stupid.
Now, Linda Fairstein was the chief Manhattan sex crimes prosecutor who oversaw the case of the Central Park Five. Now, allegedly, Linda, as well as her unit, took it upon themselves to interrogate these young men, even under the age of 16, without parental supervision. Thus, out of fear for their lives, were coerced into making confession statements. Absolutely no evidence to tie these 5 men to the crime of raping this young lady. This prosecutor took it upon herself to spin a narrative and actually have the other members of law enforcement to spin this narrative on children. Children under the age of 16 without their parents, to get them to confess to something that they did not do. No DNA on a rape victim. No DNA, nothing to really tie them to the scene other than the fact that they were physically located in the park. But the one thing that she was pressed upon is having a black man convicted for this crime, to bring resolution and to look like she was merely doing her job. Which brings me to my first point in this movie. Parents, especially African American parents, you need to make sure that your children know their rights. It is your responsibility to understand and to make sure that your child understands their right as it relates to law enforcement. I'm specifically targeting African American men. If you have children, especially African American young boys, this movie definitely needs to be a part of your selection of movies while they're watching their video games. You need to have them sit down and watch this, because this attests to, if you have a lack of knowledge as to the system of law enforcement, you will literally fall for anything. Someone used to always say, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. This is an example, and it brings me to one of the kids who were actually in the movie. One of the best parts in the movie, to me, was when Yusef Salaam's mom actually arrived to the police station. Now, If I have any follower that's a part of the Muslim community, first of all, let me say Assalamu alaikum. And I want to say that the Muslim community has always proven themselves to be very woke as it relates to injustices. And in this movie, it was a perfect example when Yusef's mom showed up and she basically let them know, you are not going to question my child without me being here. How dare you? It was an awesome scene. And she came and she snatched her baby up and she left out of the police station. Make sure that your kids know and understand their rights as it relates to law enforcement. Okay? Now, Ava DuVernay actually gave us a 2-for-1 when talking about the story of Corey Wise, the 16-year-old that was convicted of physically raping the young female, even though there wasn't any DNA. Now, Niecy Nash played his mother, and I love Niecy Nash. Ava actually covered in his household another subject that is very sensitive in the African American community as it relates to acceptance in children, and that is transgender females. His big brother, who wanted to be identified as a female, was transgender, and it actually really dug into the life of Niecy Nash. And in the movie, you'll see that once you actually become a part of the system, you're always locked into the system. She exemplifies that really well with the story of Raymond Santana and how he gets out and, you know, turns to the streets because he's not equipped for what the world has become. All of these guys did a lengthy jail sentence before they were exonerated of all of these charges. In the movie, they actually have the footage, actual footage, when our president, Donald Trump himself, was actually rallying for these guys to have the death penalty.
Are you dumb?
The death penalty for an act of rape that these guys did not commit. I have to keep saying that. You guys, I don't want to tell you all the entire movie for those of you who have not seen the movie. So I want you to go to Netflix if you have not yet. It's a 4-part series called When They See Us. Definitely watch the movie and allow some conversations to be had in reference to the context of the movie. I feel like movies like When They See Us are necessary. They are necessary to bring an awareness to things that we kind of sweep under the rug, but still need to be addressed because they are still prevalent. If you have seen the movie, go down in the comments and let me know that you enjoyed this commentary and how you felt about the movie. But above all, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button on your way out, as well as the notification button, and take a look at some of my other videos. I do a wide range of videos all centered around this great thing that I'm eating right now, food. You all enjoy the rest of your week. I'm sure I'll see you by the end of the week, and you have a delicious day. I'm going to get me some dessert.